Sojourner Truth, former slave, a well-known abolitionist, and advocate of women's rights. Sojourner Truth was born in Austral County, New York, 1797, under the name of Isabella Pomfrey. She named herself Sojourner Truth because of religious convictions, claiming that it was inspired by God. Sojourner means to travel, and truth comes from the religion of evangelism. Sojourner did not have it easy growing up. In fact, she was born a slave amongst other 12 siblings, and as soon as she turned 9 years old, she was sold off in a slave auction for about $100 and a flock of sheep. She would later go on to be sold 3 times in her life. In the 3rd time, she was bought by a man named James Dumont. It was here where she learned to speak English for the first time. Also at this time in 1815, she fell in love with a fellow slave named Robert. They had a daughter together and they named her Diana. 3 years later though, Mr. Dumont forced Sojourner to marry one of his slaves, and they had 3 children. One was a son named Peter, and the other 2 were 2 daughters, which were Sophia and Elizabeth. Shortly after this, she found out that his son was illegally sold to a man in Alabama. So Joanna decided to take this to court, and she won the case. This was the first time in America where a woman, let alone a black man, took a white man to court. This was a major achievement for the abolitionist cause. In 1844, she joined the North Ends Association of Education and Industry in Northampton's institution. This institution was founded by abolitionists, and it supported women's rights. She eventually met up with William Garrison, Frederick Douglass, and David Deragis. All of these 3 characters were staunch American abolitionists. Well, later, 2 years later, this institution was disbanded by the government, but this did not stop Sojourner from fighting against slavery. In fact, it was there where she became a radical abolitionist. In that year, she spoke at the first National Movement Rights Convention in Massachusetts. She was inspired even more to tour around and making speeches, but one of her most famous and profound speeches was made in 1851 in Ohio, where the speech was titled "And I, a Woman," challenging the state. She eventually died at her home in Michigan. She is remembered as one of the foremost leaders of the abolitionist movement and an early advocate of women's rights. Sojourner was truly an inspiration to many people as she fought for what is right.